Welcome back to the channel, guys. Just been given this little call out from a customer who has just popped to the shops. They think that they might have been getting a belt from this faceplate. Now I've decided to film this one before I even get started because the story just sounds a little bit off. I can see that this hasn't been screwed back properly. It's relatively new. I think the client's done it themselves. They reckon an electrician's been out. I don't think that's the case. So let's have a little look, shall we? So I've isolated all the lighting circuits in the house. Put my volt stick across it just to make sure the faceplate weren't live. I mean, even undoing the screw don't feel right. So it's rounded off a little bit. Still got man flu at the minute. If they didn't say that this was dangerous, then I'd left it for another day, but well, I can see what's wrong, guys, can't you? Metal faceplate, no earth. Now, that is a Wago block. Use a lot of these in the UK. Mainly Sparkies that carry these, to be quite honest. And having met the homeowner, I don't think they'd have had these in their under the sink toolkit. So, I've got two problems now. Originally, a Sparky probably has worked on this, and this faceplate, I'm going to say, was plastic, so they've put the earths in a Wago block. I can't just go and throw the earth straight into the faceplate now. I'm going to do a continuity test from here to the board using R2 lead. Then I'm going to do an earth fault loop impedance test just to make sure the earths are good, and then just tidy up this wiring a little bit. They're hanging out. This hasn't been done by a proper electrician, in my opinion. Look at that. It just hasn't. This is a typical bad DIY job. So I'll get my test done and then come back. Right, tests are done and I can confirm the earths are good. There was a nice low earth fault loop impedance path back to the supply, so we're all good. I've also put these cables in properly. I'm just going to have to whip that off again, actually get some sleeving on that. But look, whoever done it the first time probably was a Sparky. They used a Wago block on the earths. They've sleeved the lives just to indicate what one of the switch wires are, what's what. So I just think this is a case of bad DIY to save a few quid. It's gone wrong. Someone could have actually got hurt. It's like I always tell you guys, if you're going to do these electrical jobs in your house, make sure you're competent to do so. And the other thing I will say, if you're changing from plastic to metal and the earths are in a metal back box, you know, taped together or whatever, then you're going to find it hard as a DIYer without at least some sort of tester to make sure that these earths are actually good and they are going to do what you think it's going to do. Okay? And another thing is, they say the customer's always right, but you can't always trust them. And you can't always listen to what they're telling you either, because this was a bullshit story, weren't it? Although a nice, easy job to get back into work with, I must say. One earthed faceplate. I'm just going to put it back on now for safety, shoot out to the van, get a bit of sleeving, come back, get it all buttoned up. But that's it, guys. Just thought I'd quickly show you this because I knew this was going to be dodgy. See you on the next one.